Hi, everyone. The topic that I will be sharing to you is very, very significant. It is because we will uncover the sin that Adam and Eve committed in the Garden of Eden. I just want to remind you of the commandment of God in Genesis 2:17. God said, "Do not eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The moment you will eat of it, you will surely die." The commandment of God is very clear. The moment you will eat the fruit, you will surely die. Before Adam and Eve committed sin, before they ate the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, they were naked, but they were unashamed of their nakedness. But after they ate the fruit, they realized they were naked. And now they are ashamed of their nakedness. We can read it in Genesis 3:7. I will read it to you. And the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked. So what they did, they sewed fig leaves and made coverings for themselves. And what part of the body of Adam and Eve they covered? They covered the lower parts of their bodies, specifically their sexual organs. They were ashamed of their lower parts of their body. If they had eaten the fruit using their mouth, they should cover it with their hands, right? But they did not. Instead, they covered their sexual organs. We cannot deny the fact that it is our human nature to cover what is wrong with oneself. I have a cousin. He got accident after he ride his bicycle, and he got accident. What happened during the accident? His right hand, or no, his left hand was broken. Was broken, and what happened to his arm? It was twisted. So it become like that already forever. So what he did, he covered it with long sleeves all the time. So if you observe people who has no hair, what they will do? They will wear hat every time. And if you see people who have no teeth, so when they laugh, they will cover their mouth when they laugh. So this is human nature. So Adam did the same because his sexual organs is wrong, has committed mistakes. He covered it with fig leaves. Job, in Job 31:33, he testified. He said, "If I have concealed my transgression from men by hiding my iniquity in my bosom." So Adam concealed his transgression by covering his sexual parts of his body after he ate the fruit. This indicates that the sexual parts of Adam's body was the area of transgression. So when Adam and Eve covered their sexual organs, it is that part which is wrong. It is that part that committed mistakes. They did wrong with their sexual organs. Frankly speaking, or in simple language, Adam and Eve committed an illicit sexual relationship which God prohibited them not to experience, because during that time, during that particular period of time, they were still immature. They were not yet ready. They were still young. It is not right time yet for them to experience sexual contact. Sexual contact is not a sin. It is not wrong if you experience it at the right time, at the right moment, and if it is done in the context of marriage. In the context of marriage, husband and wife have all the freedom to experience sexual contact anytime they want, any place they want, and however they want it. They can learn how to make love through the nature. So God's plan is this. God wants Adam and Eve to grow in love and mature in character, becoming a man and woman of goodness, reach perfection, becoming one in heart and love with God, and God is the center of their life. Then they can attain maturity. God will bless them in holy marriage, and after their holy marriage, God will give them permission to eat the fruit. It means they can now experience sexual contact. In this level, they are free to eat the fruit. It means they can now experience sexual contact anytime they want, any place they want, and how they will do it. Nature is their teacher. Birds, frogs, cats, cows, snakes, horses, monkeys, crocodiles, and insects are Adam and Eve's teacher on how to make love. They can see it every day in the Garden of Eden, so they can have awareness of how to make love. If you see frogs making love, it's so beautiful. And if you see snakes making love, it's so amazing. They can learn from how to make love. They can learn from nature on how to make love. Therefore, the very crime that Adam and Eve committed in the Garden of Eden is that they ate the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which God strictly warned them not to eat. The moment they will eat, they will surely die. In simple language, the crime is that Adam and Eve had a sexual contact without God's permission. They married each other, not sanctioned by God. We can read it in Genesis 3:6. When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil was good for food and pleasing to the eyes, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. This is the very reason why they established a family of evil. Do you know that the first murder was committed in Adam's family when Cain, the elder brother, the eldest son of Adam, killed his younger brother Abel out of jealousy. This family of Adam is a family of evil. And it expanded to the nation, to the society, to the nation, and finally the world. The world that we are living in is now an expanded version of Adam and Eve's family of evil and sin. So I cannot emphasize more enough. I will say it here one more time. Adam and Eve did not eat a real fruit, but they ate their sexual organs, which means they had an illicit sexual contact which God warned them not to do. Please look at the world. Open your eyes of what's happening in the world today. The world we are living in is the most confused world. Sexual immorality is everywhere because love has been misused and desecrated in the family. Husband and wife never keep their standard of purity to each other. What happened? Homosexuality and lesbianism arise. Men and women are confused of their true identity. They don't know whether they are men or women. The main reason of all this confusion because love and purity have vanished in the family. But we are without hope. We are God's children. We have to say to ourselves, I am the child of God. This is my true identity. God is my Father, and I am His child. I should keep my purity while single and aim to receive God's holy marriage. And after we receive the holy marriage from God, we are free to eat the fruit. We can have that true freedom. We can eat the fruit anytime we want, any place we can do it, and how we do it, we can learn it from nature, from frogs, from snakes. Nature is our first teacher. So that's all I can share to you. Thank you for being with me the whole video. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.